Hey Note 13 Pro users, welcome back to this channel. So finally, after using a HyperOS 3.1 on my Note 13 Pro 5G for the last 4 or 5 days, I'm ready to share the real experience. And honestly, some things improved a lot, while a few things may actually surprise you. So if you are using the Note 13 Pro 5G or were excited about this update, then make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's start with the core part, and first let's talk about the animations. Here many of you may feel disappointed because after this update we didn't get any new animations or major improvements on the Note 13 Pro 5G. Whether it's the AOD, lock screen, control center or even the icons, everything still feels almost the same, flat, which honestly feels a bit disappointed as a pro user. But the interesting thing is that we get improvements in the next department, which is the UI. And believe me, the UI experience on the Note 13 Pro 5G after this HyperOS 3.1 update feels next level. Everything feels buttery smooth while using the phone. Now if we move to the battery department, here also we got some improvement compared to the previous version. But personally, I still feel the battery backup should have been more optimized. No doubt it's better than the previous version, but still not as good as HyperOS 2. So there's a little room for improvement. But yes, the charging experience on the Note 13 Pro 5G hasn't been affected since HyperOS 2, which is definitely a good sign. Now let's talk about the performance. Here also the phone doesn't feel laggy during daily usage, and overall it feels slightly better than the previous version. But one thing I noticed is that apps open much faster from the taskbar compared to before. But there is a catch. If the app was opened just a few seconds ago, then it opens instantly. But if the app has been sitting in ROM for a few minutes, then it takes time to open again. Similarly, after some time, even opening the settings menu takes a bit longer, which was already there in the previous version, and unfortunately it still hasn't been fixed. Plus, the heating issue is slightly lower or negligible compared to the previous version during regular usage. But while sharing hotspot on a 5G network, the phone heats up noticeably in hand. And honestly, this should have been fixed by now. Talking about connectivity, the experience after the HyperOS 3.1 on the Note 13 Pro 5G feels almost the same or maybe slightly improved compared to the previous version. But I noticed a new bug after this update. Whenever I reboot my phone, the network automatically switches from 5G to 4G, and every time I have to manually switch it back to 5G, which feels really irritating. But yes, there are very minimal 5G fluctuation while using the internet, and I didn't face any issues with Wi-Fi or hotspot on my Note 13 Pro 5G. Now in terms of camera improvements, I feel the image quality after the HyperOS 3.1 update is slightly improved. Not a huge difference, but yes, especially from the rear camera, the output feels a bit better. And with the new camera app, we also got some minor icon touch-up along with 2 new watermark options. Other than that, everything else remains the same. After the camera, we also got something new in the lock screen section, and that is the new lock screen layout called Xiaomi TV. Here we get similar clock layouts, but the combination of wallpaper and color style looks really mesmerizing, which makes it a must-try lock screen. Now let's talk about the most interesting feature, which is Hyper Island 2.0. After this HyperOS 3.1 update, the feature feels much smoother compared to the previous version, and especially the music control now looks much more premium because of the new dynamic gradient effect. Plus now we can also see live navigation on the island, which looks something like this when we tap on it. But unfortunately, it's still limited to 3 apps at a time, and there is still no support for third-party apps. Hopefully, Xiaomi adds more options with the HyperOS 4 update. Last but not least, we also got the new gallery editor, where only minor touch-ups have been done to the icons, and also includes 3 plugins, which can be useful sometimes while editing images. But the bug that was present in the previous version is still there, and I am talking about the AI expansion feature, which still takes so much time to process the image, and honestly waiting for it feels quite boring. Now let's quickly see some additional viewers' questions after the HyperOS 3.1 update. First, did we get the iOS style recent menu option in the home screen setting? Answer is no. Is HDR support on YouTube back? Again no. Has the front camera improved? Answer is same as before. So this was my experience with the HyperOS 3.1 update on my Note 13 Pro 5G. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Note 13 Pro updates and amazing HyperOS customization. See you in the next video. Till then, keep exploring.